Yo, what's going on, man? It's your main guy CBK back with a quick video, quick video. I'm gonna try and squeeze this one in, within 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So listen, this is what I'm looking at, guys. I'm back with the whole manor farm, the manor.farm, right? So that's the link to it. And guys, listen, in the description, you'll see all my links, yeah? If you ain't in the drip yet, or you're not in manor farm yet, click on those links. Get yourself in, especially with this drip BUSD garden, man. This drip BUSD, I got in yesterday and I started to, I added some liquidity. Let me show you what you need to do step by step, all right? So basically you go over to the drip liberation, yeah? So this is what you do. You go to the drip liberation and you need to send some BUSD. So you need to have some BUSD in your actual wallet, right? So you get some BUSD, you basically make sure you've got BUSD, it will show up here. You then click, you'll have another button here that click supply, right? So you're going to supply your BUSD to the actual contract. And what it's doing, it tells you here, look, yeah, the drip liberation contract allows farmers to add drip BUSD liquidity to PancakeSwap without paying the 10% transaction fee. Funds sent to the contract be used to buy drip for you with half of the BUSD and use the rest of the BUSD to add liquidity on PancakeSwap. So that's what you need to do. Just get your BUSD in there, right? Not financial advice. Do your own research. Make sure you're doing this because you want to do it. All right, let me just get that in there. This ain't financial advice. You could lose all your money. This is what I done, all right? So I supplied my BUSD, 100% of it just went in. Then you go over to the drip garden. Now, at that point, you'll have your drip BUSD liquidity. So you're adding, half of it goes to the actual PancakeSwap, and the other half here comes to this where you can now plant plants that generate seeds, and then those seeds you can then compound to get more plants, to plant more seeds. If you want, you can remove some of that and then you can sell the seeds, but the truth of the matter is I'm just compounding. Now I actually remove some of my seeds already and I compounded it. Yeah, there was a button here that basically said compound the seeds. So as you can see here now, I've got another 8 hours and 39 minutes until I can get more plants, plant those plants, and then generate more seeds. All right, that's how it basically works. So so it says I've got seeds available 101520. This all keeps adding up, right? See, it's just gone up again, and plants grown is 80. So I'm just going to keep stacking this up until next week Tuesday, which is the 1st of February, when they actually the animal.farm actually launches. The animal.farm, right? So it's not actually up yet. The animal.farm, so it's not actually up yet. I think it's going to be up tomorrow. Now, Forex Shark was actually talking about, I've got a little bit of a clip that I can play after this, so my little spill will take about 5 minutes roughly, and then I'll have him come on and say his bit. But this is it, guys. So once you've done that, then you're basically going to supply your you have to approve the contract first. So you can have one of these blue buttons that says approve. Then you're going to supply your liquidity for you to get these seeds, and then you'll see this timer counting down. Every time that gets down to 0, you can then compound it, right? So I'm just basically compounding until I get all what I need to get. All right, so we got until next week Tuesday. Today's is actually Wednesday, so you literally got a week, almost a week, just 1 day less of a week, yeah, to just compound those seeds and just grow your liquidity, man. All right, so I'm your boy, you know what I mean? Just a quick video, and we'll just go into the recording now, where you can hear. Unfortunately, I don't have the whole thing, but you guys can hear what I have, you know what I mean? And I kind of jumped on late and I didn't get my recording set up, but you're gonna get enough from what I've got. All right, anyway, Catch you guys soon, man. Peace, peace. Your boy's out. And also check the links in the description for everything that I'm in. Come and join your boy, man. You know what I mean? All the links are there. Every link that I'm in is always in the description. Just click the link, come in my team. Let me know that you're in my team, so any other plays that comes along, I'm gonna get people that's following me into stuff. You'll be getting those information first. All right, peace, peace. Your boy's out. Later.
A holder or a trader of it. So we looked and we found there are a very small handful of yield farms out there that are able to maintain price stability or price appreciation, even though their protocols are significantly less than ours. They don't have nearly the functionality or the utility of ours, but they're still able to see price stability or even price appreciation. And the reason for this is because they picked an emission rate that was always attractive for people who are holders to get into the farms and to get into the pools as stakers, more so than just being holders and traders. But it's not inflating at such a rate to cause price depreciation. So we use this rate as our peg because we knew it was sustainable. When the price is at all-time high and the demand is at all-time high, we emit the dog and pig tokens at 25% over this rate. This ensures that not only are we sustainable and we see price performance and price appreciation, we're also paying out an APY that is higher than any of the other sustainable yield farms in the space. Now, if we were to have a price correction and the demand for the token was to wane, because no matter how good you build a protocol, there's always going to be some price corrections at some point. Our dynamic supply control algorithm sees this and is able to adjust the emission rate using a decentralized hard-coded protocol. This isn't the developers in the background turning knobs and pressing buttons. This is the hard-coded algorithm, which is looking at the current demand and the current price between all-time high and all-time low, and when there's a wane there, it reduces the emissions, shrinking the supply, now allowing for the current demand for the token to cause price appreciation. Because there are two factors that go into price appreciation or price action in general, and that is supply and demand. We're able to control the supply side of that calculation to allow for price appreciation in any market conditions at any measure of demand. Now, when we see this price appreciation due to the restriction of supply, the demand is now increased, the price is now higher, and the emission rate will now increase back up to 25% over this peg, and now be at a maximal emission efficiency. Now, if the price was to do a 50% or greater correction, the emission rate will adjust to be 25% below this peg. And now it's emitting tokens at a rate that is less than the rate at which it is removing those tokens from circulation, both through the cash flows, which are buying the dog and pig tokens directly off the market and removing them from circulation, and the tax protocol that's associated with people swapping and trading the tokens. Now, there's one more cash flow that I haven't brought up yet, or I touched on it very briefly, but I hadn't explained yet, that is going to buying these dog and pig tokens at a rate of millions of dollars worth of buy pressure consistently, and this is through our lending protocol. And like I said, we are the first platform to combine a yield farm and a lending protocol, which is extremely important because it checks both those boxes on how the super wealthy are able to generate and earn wealth, and we're passing that same financial power to the participants of the network. This lending protocol takes all of the capital that is on the animal farm and it stakes it In PancakeSwap, it lends it out to PancakeSwap using collateral rehypothecation to earn an additional 30 to 40% APY on top of the APY and the BUSD dividend and the price appreciation that you're getting exposure to and that you're benefiting from on the platform itself. This 30 to 40% APY is then used for three functions. It's buying the dog and pig tokens directly off the market, which again is another cash flow, which is earning 30 to 40% APY on hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, and using that to buy the dog and pig tokens and removing them from circulation, sent to a burn address where they could never be recovered, shrinking the supply of the dog and pig tokens, creating price appreciation. It's also used to pay for a consistent, high-budget marketing campaign that will allow us to expose this massive opportunity to the overall market at the same kind of rate and using the same tools that major exchanges have and major traditional market companies have. So we're providing the kind of utility that has not been yet made available in the DeFi space or traditional markets, period. And we have a high budget, sustainable marketing, seed that we can use to get exposure for it. Because no matter how great of a technology you build, if the wider audience and the wider investor base do not hear about it, it's not going to go anywhere. We have the kind of budget, network, community to put it in the forefront of crypto and in markets in general. And then the last 10% of capital that is being generated through this lending on the back end goes to pay development and gas fees. So there's all these additional transactions that are happening. The tax protocol, the BUSD dividends paid out, the deposit fees, which are being turned into BUSD, the collateral rehypothecation, which is sending the tokens to PancakeSwap, which PancakeSwap is the lowest risk lending protocol, decentralized lending protocol you can get on PancakeSwap. And it pays a higher yield and is safer than any kind of centralized lending protocol as well in the space. So it's the best of both worlds. And I know you need to go soon, so I'm concentrating as much of this information as I can at once.
I got probably 15 minutes tops, but I'd love to recap this because I'm looking at my comment section. We have about 1,100 people in this Telegram, and we have about a nice 600 on my chat. And everyone's absolutely just exploding. So yeah, go ahead, and we'll recap in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, and what it's doing, so there's all these additional transactions that are going on in the back end, and that would be very expensive from a gas perspective. Now, gas is relatively cheap on BSC. So when I talk about expensive for BSC, I'm talking a few dollars, $3, $4 maybe. But we are able to keep those gas prices way down, like a few cents, lower than any other platform out there, by taking a portion of this yield that's generated on the back end. It gets sent to a contract, which then is used to subsidize the gas fees that are paid to do all these additional transactions. And this keeps the gas costs low as well. So those that don't have a lot of capital don't need to pay dollars every time they want to compound their earnings back into the system. They're going to have to pay a couple cents. And that's because we're subsidizing these gas fees with some of the additional yield that we're generating on the back end. And we're the first protocol to introduce all of these massive game-changing dynamics and functionality to the space. Now, the reason why I call the pig token a governance model is not just because it allows you to earn as the owner of the protocol, it also gives you a say on the future of the protocol. So there are other governance protocols that allow you to vote on, specific measures that may go into future development or opportunities in the space. The way that they do it is you need to hold a specific amount of the tokens in order to vote, and every token you hold is a vote. We're not doing it that way because we don't want to open the door to have people that just bought yesterday and are going to sell the day after to be able to have a major say in the future of the platform. In our protocol, you need to be a long-term staker in the protocol to have your vote. And this is ensured by the fact that we have a harvest lockup. And the harvest lockup is both a sustainability but also a security measure, because it prevents risks such as flash loan attacks, where a flash loan attack, you need to borrow the funds, do whatever kind of transaction you're going to do, and pay back the funds in the same block. Having a harvest lockup that goes longer than a few blocks prevents this kind of attack from being viable. So it's not only a major security functionality there, it also ensures that the platform is that much more sustainable, but also those who have a say in the protocol from the governance standpoint are longer term members and stakers of the protocol. The ones that have a true stake in the platform are who gets a say on the future of the platform. Now, L2, right? When I say L2, I mean the dogs, the pigs, the core contracts. Those are immutable and will not be changed. The governance protocol allows people to vote on the addition of future options and the evolution of new opportunities in the space. And one example of this is a vault option. So the first layer that will be added, that will be able to be voted on, is a vault type system. And what this is a system that allows us to partner with other development teams who want to get exposure and the utility of our platform and the massive co-promotion benefit of the platform. And what they're able to do is give over a portion of their total supply, which we can then use as rewards for our vaults. And now when people pair our core tokens with their core token and put it into the vault, they now earn a share of the total supply of our partner's token. So it allows us to have more options, more investment and staking and farming options, without creating without releasing more dog and pig tokens into the circulating supply, because those rewards are coming from our partners' tokens. And it's further incentivizing people to remove the dog and pig tokens from the market and add to the liquidity pool, by rewarding them in our partners' tokens for removing those dog and pig tokens by staking them with our partners' token. I don't believe in crowd rule. I do believe in the power of the hive mind and the say of the participants of a network. But when it comes to financial opportunities, crowd rule will almost always go with the option that is going to pay out the most short-term gains, the highest payment in the short term relative to whether it's sustainable for the long term, it's secure, or basically at all costs. So what we do is we have a protocol that allows anybody to vote and submit proposals. Those proposals then go up in front of the development team who looks at it and audits it, says, is this sustainable for the long term? Is this beneficial for existing holders? Will this bring in new capital? Is this filling a demand that is not being filled? Is this solving a current problem or current issue in the DeFi place? And if it checks all boxes, then it goes in front for the final vote, which is only made available to those who are staked in the governance protocol with their pig tokens. And if they have these pig tokens staked, then for every pig they have staked equals one vote on whether we move forward with the protocol. And it's the greatest governance protocol designed yet, right? I believe it is the best possible way you could design a governance protocol, and we're making that available as well. So we have a massive first mover advantage here. And when you look at what the owners of a first mover product earn, not through selling those tokens that they own, not through dumping these assets on the market, but through growing their share ownership by living off the dividend model, either provided in traditional markets through a dividend, a traditional like equity dividend, or through platform fees and associated taxes, they earn hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. And this is the same exact opportunity that we are now giving to the participants of our platform. And this is the first time ever this kind of financial power is being given to the participants of the platform. It checks both boxes, right? It allows you to grow your share net worth and your share ownership of the platform and grow your capital. And as your capital grows and the price of dog and pig tokens grow, you're then leveraging your underlying capital through the lending protocol at very low risk while earning a BUSD dividend that you can then use to compound back into the system or live off of. And this is the exact model that the super wealthy use to accumulate, grow, and protect their wealth. And now it's available to you. And the only way that you'll get this from the ground floor is by whitelisting for the BUSD raise, but it's extremely limited. Less than 1% of those who whitelist will actually get in. But it's still worth trying because 1% of thousands of people is still a significant amount of people. And by buying the dog and pig tokens off the market on Tuesday, which everybody here will have an opportunity to do. And you're going to want to buy at launch because you're going to want to have your dog and pig tokens in the staking protocol before that huge wave of TVL comes in and that huge spike in volume of the dog and pig tokens happens, because you're going to get your share of all that TVL and all those tax volumes paid out to you as an owner of the protocol in the form of BUSD through staking your pigs and through accumulating and growing your share of pigs by farming them, both with drip BUSD, dogs BUSD, dog BNB, and dogs. Now, the dog single asset pool has the lowest, reward in pigs paid out because it's less beneficial to the platform than people that add liquidity to it. Now, the highest is paid out in the dog BUSD. That's going to pay out the highest amount of pigs. Dog BNB second highest. Drip BUSD is above the dog single asset, but below dog BNB and dog BUSD. So drip is the only protocol or the only pair on the animal farm that is treated and gives you the benefit of a core token or a core farm without being one of those core farms or core tokens. And you have that opportunity to buy drip now and add liquidity to drip through our drip liberation protocol that allows you to do it tax-free and at the best possible price by either going to drip.community and buying it off the market, or going to themanor.farm and sending BUSD to the drip liberation contract, which you can access there, which will add liquidity for you. It's as easy as just sending the BUSD, and it sends you back the drip BUSD LP token at the best possible price, because it's a DEX aggregator that we developed. It's a proprietary DEX aggregator that looks at where you will get the best value and you will get the most drip for your money, and that's where it buys it for you, whether it's on our native DEX or PancakeSwap, and it pairs it for you tax-free. This is your opportunity to prepare yourself by getting your BUSD ready for the pre-sale and then launch, and getting your drip token right now and pairing that drip token with drip BUSD on the drip liberation contract. That's accessible either on drip.community or themanor.farm. It's accessible on both. Don't miss this opportunity. I have people coming to me all the time saying, I wish I got into drip. I wish I got into Reap. I wish I got into BREAP at listing. I wish I got in a pre-sale. Look at the first token I ever launched, Reap. It's 2 years old now. It's up over 7,000x. We just hit all-time high 2 days ago. That's because when I build a new product, it's with the thought of how can I add on to the existing ecosystem, which raises all ships. It's never, well, I'm moving on to the next project. It's always, how can I develop that will add to the existing ecosystem? And because of this, this is why drip's hitting all-time high. BREAP, all-time high. Reap, all-time high. All of my projects, all of my tokens out there, all-time high. Right now, all at the same time, because they know we have a new product coming and it's going to raise all ships. and it's a massive opportunity, specifically getting into drip BUSD right now, because you're going to be able to get that value locked in at the price of drip right now, as opposed to what it is after the launch of the animal farm, which is going to be significantly higher, because there's going to be that much more demand for it after the launch of the animal farm. So take advantage of this. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is your turn to start from whatever amount of capital you have and earn off it the way that only the super wealthy can earn off their capital. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Jay. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me with them. I know you have 5 minutes left, so I wanted to give a quick, put a bow on it essentially. But thank you so much, bro. Thank you for the exposure. You're doing a great service to your community, giving them exposure to this product at such an early stage. And drip as well. Drip is super, super early, right? We're just getting to the phase now where we're starting to add that strong utility and those strong partnerships. And we have dozens of other high value and very, very strong crypto platforms out there that are waiting in line right now to partner with both drip and the animal farm. And we're actually about to put an application form on both the animal farm and the drip website that will allow other teams to fill out an application. This way, I'm not missing them, because I get so many DMs every day from different developers and potential partners.
Right.
Thank you so much.
No, man, listen, thank you. I'm going to recap this for my people, but listen, Forex, everyone here, Bartertown, thank you so much for this opportunity, man. I've been so stoked since I've kind of ran into this project, and I've been such a big fan ever since. And my team under drip has just been so passionate, because like I said, when I'm talking about other projects, it's because I've invested in it, it's because I've done the research on it. But of course, like I said, you'll always have other people kind of on the fence. So you gave me this opportunity to people got to hear it from you. And I think anyone else who has questions can obviously just reach out to me. But thank you again. Thank you so much, Forex.
Problem. I want to encourage people to come to our Telegram group. If you can, if you want to post it in the chat or in your description, so people can easily find us. Because today's a big day. Today is when we put out the whitelisting form for the pre-sale. So people are going to want to be in both the Drip Telegram group and the Animal Farm Telegram group. Our Twitter is Drip Community. You can find me if you just search Forex Shark on Twitter, Forex_Shark. And the website right now, themanor.farm. That's where you can use the Drip Liberation contract to prepare for the Animal Farm. The Animal Farm website is completely finished, and I just have to add, basically do a proofread. I have one of our workers proofread the text on the front page, the homepage, and that will be finished today. We're gonna get the animal.farm site up today, and I would just encourage people to visit the animal.farm, the manor.farm, drip.community, and our Telegram groups that I'm sure you'll post in the chat and in the details. And thanks again. I don't want anybody to be talking in a couple weeks saying that they wish they got in, because now is your opportunity, and you get very few opportunities like this in life. And in my opinion, this is designed to be an opportunity that has never been presented before, ever, to the participants of our community. And this is your chance to get involved right now from the ground floor.
Yeah. One more question, Forex, because there's a lot of people that have been pitching this and they think this is true. I want everyone to know, right? Forex, drip, no one has paid me to do this. This is straight out of my passion. This is straight out of me wanting to do this. And I want to share this project with you guys because it's helped me. Forex, have you paid me to do this with you?
No, and this is the great thing about drip is not only does it make people very, very excited to talk about it because they realize the opportunity and they want to pass that opportunity on to their following, it also incentivizes people to to onboard people through the team building reward structure. And of course, I know you because I've looked at your other videos, and you would have done it without the team building reward structure, just to bring this opportunity and this knowledge to your following. But
Absolutely.
Of course, the reward that you get for the team building is just the cherry on top. And some
Absolutely.
people wouldn't do it without that, and they do it because not only is it a win-win for your community, they're getting the information, it's a win for you because you're able to provide this great knowledge and, you know, make an even more bullish and an even more wealthy following. You're also getting rewarded as a team leader. So it's the best of all worlds.
Absolutely. I love it. Forex, thank you so much, man. And have an awesome night. Thank you again for this opportunity.
You too. Thank you.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.